What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Grind Force Gaming. Nova here, and today we've got a brand new Street Fighter Duel video for you. We just had some new fighters drop, so as always, we got to go through the trials, right? This one is going to be all about athlete Chun. Now, I will show you the skills here, but I'm not really going to talk about them because that's not the purpose of this video, and I don't want it to take too long. I will put them up here. You can feel free to pause this video and read them. I know some of you might be at work, so you might just want to check this out and not actually play right now, but those are the skills for you. She looks pretty good, in my opinion. I definitely want to do a lot more testing with her. I really enjoyed doing the trials, and I think that you guys will as well. I think you'll be quite surprised with how her kit works. She might be a must build. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I'm going to do a little bit more testing, and so far things look good. So these trials here are obviously sped up quite a bit. As always, just pause it if you want to copy the lineup, if you want to copy the skill sets. But as a general rule of thumb, just try to do your best to consistently pick certain fighters. If you have Guile available to you, you're going to want to pick him. If you have Sea Viper available, you're going to want to use him. If you have, if you have BZ, Zangief, you're going to want to use him. Things like that. Fashion Blanca, if he happens to show up, you want to use him as well. So those are just going to be fighters that are going to really help you pass through these levels. You'll notice in here that I'm using Chun-Li's C1 every single time, and that's just because it's extremely good. She fits the C1 role amazingly, and I think if you use that and you use the good DPS fighters like I mentioned, Sea Viper, Guile, Fashion Blanca, and even use the Interrupt with Zangief when you have the chance, you're going to be able to pass through these without any problem at all. Some of the previous new fighter trials that we had in the past, like any of the recent ones that we had prior to this, like Vega, for example, sometimes there's one of these boss fights that's like really difficult and it takes a few tries to beat, but I actually beat all of these the very first attempt through. So I think it might be a little bit easier. It's either that they're a little bit easier or that athlete Chun-Li is just that good. So I think this was the one that would maybe be the one that would give you a hard time because they do have the dull seam in there, but it really wasn't a big deal. You can block his initial projectile. So anyway, guys, that was the video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please take a moment to subscribe to Grind Force Gaming. We're doing lots of Street Fighter Duel videos. We've got many more coming. We'd love to have you guys be a part of the channel.